Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever it is that you happen to be watching this. Welcome back to the Accountability Project, where we hold ourselves accountable, where we're not focused on holding other people accountable, but we're accountable to the things we control, the things that we say we're going to do, we follow through. Where we condense the pain of personal growth. That's what this whole channel is about. So, in today's reading, Science of Success is about service to others, and how when we serve others, we serve ourselves, and that when we make it a habit of providing a greater service than what's expected, then greater things tend to happen to us and for us than we'd even thought about. He shares an example of an inmate who decided that he was going to start to develop a correspondence course and school for other inmates to help them get educated so they can be productive members of society when they left jail. And because he was able to build this network of educators and textbooks and things moving around to help these inmates elevate, they decided to give him his freedom 20 years ahead of schedule, because he wasn't trying to do something for himself. He was trying to impact the community at large. So next up, how to have confidence and power in dealing with people. Today's chapter was how you can create a good first impression on other people. And this is something that I think most of us could get better at. The way that we present ourselves to the world is the way that the world then reflects and assumes we are. This has a lot to do with the self-image that I've talked a lot about. This has a lot to do with the presentation and understanding of who we are on an individual basis that I've been actually talking a lot about recently. And I believe that it all comes down to your self-image, because who you think you are is who the world is going to reflect back to you. So if you walk about projecting to the world that you're a nobody, that you're worthless, that you're useless, that you're not capable of anything, then people are going to see that, and innately they're going to respond to that. It reminds me of a section of a different book that I read. It was called 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. And he talked about how on a psychological, almost subconscious level, we develop hierarchies in our mind, and we're able to assess the situation, and we decide ultimately where someone falls in a certain hierarchy on a subconscious level. It's not something that we intend to do. It's not something that is done with malice. But if someone presents themselves as being low on a social hierarchy, they tend to be treated that way by other people. Now, if someone is high on the social hierarchy and they're a quality person, then they're going to treat everyone the same. All right. And that's our goal, is to develop the character that we're not going to let where someone falls on a hierarchy determine how we treat them, because we know that because everyone is created by Him, they are the children of Him, and they are valued by Him, then we should treat them with the value they deserve. But if you want, but you can't control what other people do to you. You can't control what other people think of you without controlling how you present yourself to the world. So with that, I want to thank you for joining us today. Condense the pain.